Horses belong to the equine family. In this family, you will also find donkeys and zebras. Horses and ponies can come in all different shapes, sizes, breeds and colours. Just like people, horses and ponies all look different. A baby horse is called a foal. Horses and ponies are often kept in a stable with a paddock. This is a large open space like a field. They have this close by for them to exercise. When they are out in the paddock or field, they will need somewhere to shelter, to get away from the sun, the rain or the wind. Often they are taken inside during the winter months or at night time to stay in a stable. When they're inside their stable, they would always need fresh water, hay and some food. Wood shavings or straw is also put down in the stable for the horses to sleep on.
So here I am back on Lorne's farm with Daisy and Colin, the horses. And as we've been speaking about, the horses used to be used a lot on the farm to help out with the bigger jobs, whereas Colin and Daisy nowadays are used more as pets and for fun and hobbies like horse riding. As part of looking after them, one of the things that you need to do is to make sure that you groom them. Some grooming kit items, just like this brush here. So as part of the routine to groom them, you can check that they have not been injured out in the field and there's nothing on their bodies that you need to be concerned about, and it just makes them get used to you and make that bond and friendship with them as well. So Colin here is absolutely huge. You can see even his back is taller than me, and that's because he is a Shire horse. The type of horse that we are learning about used to be the strongest and the biggest to help out on the farm before tractors came along.
Shire horses are typically gentle giants. They are well known for being calm and friendly. They are a horse that has been bred for hundreds of years to pull heavy loads. This was through city streets and also just like we've been talking about on the farms. Horses younger than 1 year are called foals. During their first year, they grow really quickly. Then they become a yearling, and then at around 2 years old, their bones in their legs have developed enough to be ridden. At age 4, a horse reaches adulthood. Horses live to be around 20 years old.
So thank you to Chris for holding on to Colin for me today. Normally, if I was on my own looking after them, we would tie them up to a piece of string that would be on a metal ring. But here, Colin has got his head collar on so that Chris can control and hold on to him. We've got Colin's friend next to him. This is Daisy. Now, the difference between Daisy and Colin, not just the way that they look, their markings and their colour. Colin is a horse, Daisy is a pony. Now, that's not to do with their age, that's to do with their size. Horses and ponies, when they are fully grown, are measured from down here on a flat floor all the way up their leg to this part of their body here called their withers, and that will tell you how big they are. Now, before we had rulers and different ways to measure things, people agreed that they would measure their horses in hands. So hands nowadays are 4 inches. I think it's 4 inches, 4 centimeters, yeah, 4 inches. And you would put the hands together to measure how big they are. Anything like Daisy that is 14 and a bit or smaller, that's a pony. Anything that is bigger than 14 and a little bit is classed as a horse. Now, Colin, as a Shire horse, the biggest type of horses, is absolutely huge at something like, is it 19 hands? 19 and a little bit hands high, so he's absolutely huge, but he is now fully grown.
Yeah.
Right, so the different parts on a horse or a pony, as you can see, we've got Colin's mouth and his nose here, so this is his muzzle here, his eyes, his ears, his forelock here is the front of his mane, and then this bit of hair all the way down his neck is called his mane. We've got his two front legs, his withers like we said, where we measure to, along his back and down to his back two legs, and then we've got his long tail at the back. Down here we've got underneath his fetlocks and his feathers, we've got his absolutely huge hooves. So Chris is just holding up Colin's hoof for us, and you can see he's got shoes on. He's got his metal shoes on. Again, will you just put your hand to show how big they are for him? His absolutely huge hooves, and he's got these metal shoes on here to protect his hooves when he's walking on any hard surfaces like the road, because their hooves are a lot like your fingernails. If he goes on the road quite a lot, it would hurt them, so the shoes will protect his feet.
Their hooves need to be picked out like this to remove any stones or dirt on a daily basis. Different brushes are used on the horses and ponies at different times of the year.
Just taking Colin out to the field for a run round. See how big he is. Absolutely huge, and he stands at 19 hands high.
Horses and ponies are grazing animals. This means they like to eat little but quite often. Their diets are quite similar, but ponies need to eat a lot less than horses, otherwise they can gain weight really quickly. Both horses and ponies eat fruit and vegetables like carrots, grass, salt and hay made from grass. Grains are often given to horses who are working especially hard, like being ridden or used for competitions.
Their favourite corner.
To ride a horse, they need to have a bridle and a saddle. The bridle has reins attached for you to hold on to. The saddle is comfy for you to sit in, with stirrups to hold your feet. On a horse, you can walk, trot, canter, or gallop. You should try to wear boots, jodhpurs, a type of trousers, and always wear a helmet. Did you know horses can sleep standing up or laying down? The fastest recorded speed of a horse was 55 miles per hour. Horse skeletons have 205 bones. Horse and pony riding is often used as therapy to help relax people. Horses can turn their ears around to help them hear. Thank you to Farmer Chris and Eloise for letting us film again on Lorne's farm.